Very good afternoon. Welcome to the episode 4, that is set 4 of set 8, Indian Penal Code 1860, meant for the CS executive exam with coverage, concepts, and charts. Myself, I am Manoj from Maxacon LLP. I would request all of you to kindly subscribe the Maxacon LLP YouTube channel so that, and also press bell icon so that you will get the broadcasting information instantly to your tips. Now, let us get into section 415, cheating. Here, whoever, by deceiving the person or fraudulently or dishonestly induces the person to deliver any property to any person, to consent that any person shall retain the property, or to omit to do anything which he would not have done if he has not been deceived, which act or omission that cause or likely to cause damage or harm to the person in body, mind, reputation or property is called cheating. So யாராவது deceive பண்றாங்க இல்லைன்னா fraudulently or dishonestly inducing. So they are other person is doing three things because of this deceiving or fraudulently or dishonestly inducing. One, delivering the property, or otherwise he is retaining the property, or otherwise he is omitting to do anything which is required to be done. Now, this act or omission is causing or likely to cause damage or harm to the person in body, mind, reputation, or property is called as cheating. Now, there are two areas of punishment, sections of punishment. Section 417, the imprisonment, which may extend to 1 year or with fine or with both. Now, section 418, if the offender or the person who deceives or the person fraudulently or dishonestly inducing, that person is bound to protect by law or contract, then the imprisonment is up to 3 years or with fine or with both. Here, the explanation is also there in the Indian Penal Code. A dishonest concealment of fact is a deception within the meaning of this section, cheating. Now, there are few illustrations just to make you understand about section 415, cheating. It is given in the textbook itself. It is there in the Indian Penal Code also. So, A is falsely pretending to be a civil service officer and reaches to the shop of Z and inducing Z to give goods on credit. And A has no intention to pay money at all. This is a clear case of cheating. Now, A is a shopkeeper. I mean, he puts a counterfeit mark on the article of a popular brand, and the intention is to make Z or induce Z to buy the article by believing that it is from a celebrated manufacturer, and then Z pays the money, and it is clear case of cheating. Now, A wanted to exhibit a false sample to Z. It's a superior sample, and deceive him into believe that the article corresponds with that superior sample, but the article given is of inferior quality, thereby dishonestly inducing Z to buy and pay for the article. It's a clear cheating. You would have seen also the balloon market. The people will be walking with a superior quality balloon with fully filled air, and the balloons which they sell will be of inferior quality. Now it's a clear case of cheating. Another one thing is that A is tendering a bill, and he keeps no money in it and purchases the items. Now, A expects that the bill will be dishonored and intentionally deceives the Z so that now he dishonestly induces Z to deliver the article without making any payment. This is a clear case of cheating. Another one thing is that A goes and pledges diamond articles. It glitters like a diamond. They are not diamond. So intentionally he wanted to deceive Z, a money lender, and he will lend money to A. It's a clear case of cheating. Now, A intentionally deceives Z into a belief that A will repay the money and asking Z to lend the money to him. And he has no plan to repay the money. So he dishonestly induces Z to lend him money and without any intention to repay. This is a clear case of cheating. And one thing, another illustration is that A intentionally deceives Z with the belief that A has got certain quantity and quality indigo plants, but he has no intention to deliver and he doesn't have the stock of indigo plant also. And he may induce Z to advance the money to him upon the faith of such a delivery. It's a clear case of cheating. But remember, if A at the time of obtaining money intends to deliver indigo plant, and afterwards he breaks this contract and he couldn't deliver it, it is not a cheating. It is only liable for civil action for breach of contract. Now, another one thing, A and Z has got a contract. Now, A has to do certain activity as per the contract, a milestone activity. After completion of the milestone activity, Z will make the money. Now, A makes Z to believe that his milestone activity has been completed, but without really completing it, and thereby dishonestly inducing Z to pay the money. It's a clear case of cheating. Another one instance is that A sells an estate to B, and he now A, after selling to B, he is again sells or mortgages the same estate to Z without disclosing previous sale with B, and he receives the purchase consideration or mortgage money. It's a clear case of cheating. Next is a case law under section 415, Iridium India Telecom versus Limited versus Motorola Inc. in 2005. The case reached to Supreme Court, appeal reached to Supreme Court. Here, just to understand the facts, Motorola Inc. is a foreign company. So they rolled out a project known as Iridium project. So it's one of the world's first commercial system designed to provide global digital handheld telephone data. So it was intended to be a wireless communication system through constellation of 66 satellites in low orbit, provide digital services to mobile phones and other subscriber equipment locally. So it was one of the classy project which attracted attention of everybody. And Motorola floated a private placement memorandum to obtain funds for this project, and almost all the financial institutions were really interested, and many financial institutions invested in the project on the basis of this private placement memorandum. Subsequently, the project turned out to be commercially unviable. Iridium Limited filed a criminal complaint against Motorola Inc. They alleged offences under Section 420, that is cheating, read with Section 120B, that is criminal conspiracy of the Indian Penal Code. Now, Supreme Court has held, this yellow portion is really from our textbook. The Supreme Court held that deception is a necessary ingredient under both the parts of section, whether it is section 420 or under section 120B. So it was held that non-disclosure of a relevant information would also be treated as misrepresentation of facts leading to deception. Now, there are two other case laws with respect to 415, that is cheating. MANOJ versus Alok Kumar, 2009. Here, Supreme Court held that where the intention on the part of the accused is to retain wrongfully the excise duty which the statement is empowered under the law to recover from another person who removed the non-duty paid tobacco from one bounded warehouse to another, they are held guilty of cheating. Now, T.R. Arya versus State of Punjab 1987. Here it comes to negligence. Here Supreme Court has held that negligence in duty without any dishonest intention cannot amount to cheating. Now there is no deception here. A bank employee, when on comparison of a signature of a drawer, he passes the check, there may be negligence resulting in loss to bank, but it cannot be held to be cheating. Now, another one more interesting section is section 416, that is cheating by personation. Here, what do you mean by personation? Personation means pretending to be someone else. So here it is cheating by pretending to be someone else. Now there are two illustrations given. A, he cheats pretending to be a certain rich banker of the same name. A cheats by personation. Now another illustration where B who is already deceased and there is a box which is shown. Now a coffin which is shown, it cheats by pretending to be B. Here A cheats by personation. Now here the punishment is given under section 419, imprisonment which may extend to 3 years or with fine or with both. Now there is another serious version of cheating that is under section 420, that is cheating and dishonestly inducing delivery of property. Here whoever he cheats and thereby induces the person deceived to deliver any property or otherwise make alteration or destroy whole or any part of a valuable security or anything which is signed or sealed and which is capable of being converted to security. Here punishment is so severe, imprisonment which may extend to 7 years and shall also be liable to fine. Here simple cheating is given under section 417, but whereas when it comes to delivery or destruction of any property or alteration of any valuable security from the act of person deceiving, that falls under section 420. That's why it is and is given, and also imprisonment is up to 7 years. Now, under section 420, this is a beautiful case law, Kuriachan Chako versus State of Kerala. Now, the yellow highlighted portion is from our textbook, but before going into it, let us understand what is this case. So, LIS, a partnership firm based at Ernakulam, engaged in the business of lotteries and magazines after collecting advance money. So, the LIS partnership, they floated a scheme would name the LIS Dibastambam scheme. So LIS, based on that scheme, the LIS Dibastambam scheme, it says that one unit of lottery that that cost rupees 625. So that has to be purchased by the individual unit holder. Now, when they purchase it, out of that 350 rupees will be used for purchasing 35 lottery tickets of Kerala state government at the rate of 10 rupees. Now, balance 625 minus 350, that is 275 rupees. Unit holder will get a subscription for a magazine Trikkalam for 1 year. Magazine name is Trikkalam. Now, if the unit holder wins the lottery up to rupees 5,000, then the amount will be given to the unit holder. Suppose if unit holder wins above rupees 5,000, the ticket will be handed over to the unit holder. So unit holder can go and encash it. And one more feature of this is that this is a chain marketing system. Here, if the unit holder gets another 14 subscribers, they are getting enrolled on behalf of the unit holder, then unit holder will get double of the initial investment, that is 625 rupees plus another 625 rupees will be given back. And all these things were managed through a website. Now the business in the short time reached to 500 crore. Police authorities registered a crime against the promoters for an offence punishable under section 420, that is cheating, of Indian Penal Code under the Price, Chits and Money Circulation Scheme Banning Act 1978. Now, in this case law, no, it said that very clearly Supreme Court held that the money circulation scheme was allegedly mathematical impossibility. It will never happen. This returns, and promoters knew fully well that the scheme is unworkable, unworkable, and false representations were being made to induce the person to part with their money. Now, Supreme Court held that it could be assumed and presumed that the accused had committed offense of cheating under section 420 of IPC. Now there are two other case laws, Muhammad Ibrahim and others versus State of Bihar. Here accused executed a false sales deed and a complaint was filed by the real owner. Now the thing is that accused was not aware that the property not belonged to him. He was under the presumption that property belonged to him. Even the purchaser also believed that property belongs to the accused. So it was held that accused was not guilty of cheating as ingredients of cheating, that deception, were not present in it. Now, The other case is Sudhi Enterprises versus State of Bihar in the year 2006. Here said that if if it has to become a if it has to become a criminal prosecution, then there should be a dishonest or fraudulent intention right at the beginning of the transaction itself. So it was held that mere breach of a contract cannot give rise to criminal prosecution under Section 420 unless fraudulent or dishonest intention is shown right at the beginning of the transaction when the offenses is said to have been committed. Right? So with this, the episode 4 is also getting completed. Thank you so much. Let us look forward to episode 5.